My growth as a cricketer is a direct synonym to the person that I am. I like to keep growing every single day. I want to improve. I want to keep evolving. I want to keep learning, and that's something that is second nature to me. So that is directly proportional to the kind of cricketer that I am, and I'd continue to do that for the rest of my life. And whatever I do, I'd want to be the best that I can be, and that is how I'm looking at generally my cricket and my life as such. And what was the other part of it? Yeah, the World Test Championship final. Yes, I think it is a result of the kind of work that we put in over the last 10 years span of time. The World Test Championship was announced, and obviously we've really fought hard, right? We played 6 or 7 series, and we've literally got most of the points. We've lost a test. We've lost about 3 tests in the entire cycle, and I think surprisingly enough, we had to still go into this series and garner points to get to the final, and that's how it was positioned because of a lot of last minute changes due to COVID. So I think for a lot of players in that dressing room, it means a lot. Some of them have not even played in a Cricket World Cup, so it will mean like the Cricket World Cup for most of them. I'm so very happy for someone like Ishant Sharma, who got selected in the 2015 Cricket World Cup, and he couldn't play because he was ruled out due to injury towards the last minute. And for someone like him to get to the World Test Championship final would mean the world. And I was reading somewhere that he called it the World Cup final for himself. So it makes absolute sense, and I'm incredibly happy for him and many of the others for whom it means a lot. Look, I'm sure it's very hard for the person who is going through that phase. As a cricketer, you are constantly, in the Indian team there are a lot of people who will come and take your place, and there is good talent out there. So you can't really take anything for granted. You will have to keep fighting and churning it out day in and day out, and that's what Test cricket is all about, right? So I think the cricketer who is in the face of facing that competition with someone that's coming new, it's entirely up to the person. I think the dressing room atmosphere in general is open for excellence, for people to improve and try and get the best out of them. So I can only vouch for myself and say what does competition look like to me. I want to be the best that I can be, and probably put the best foot forward when I get an opportunity. And I'm sure that's the way of life, and you can't do anything about it. When there are so many talented people inside the dressing room, it can happen. Like in Australia, Brad Hodge made a double hundred and didn't play too many tests after that. So probably Indian cricket finds itself in that phase where we have a lot of cricketers coming through. But at the same time, I think we should all remember the kind of efforts some people have put in at vital junctures and crucial situations. So that is also being given a good merit to in the dressing room, which is great.
Karthik.
Look, I think in terms of empathy towards the players, I think he's talking about how we faced challenging situations in Australia, in terms of how we had to deal with what was presented to us then and there, and sort of suddenly from saying that you can head out and be normal to going back into the bubble and all those sort of things happening, where he could really empathize with what the players were going through, staying in the bubble for a long period of time, and they needed to get some fresh air. Sometimes these hotels can be very, very claustrophobic. You don't get fresh air also, and in Australia there were situations where you didn't have window panes opening also, and for 14 days or 20 days or 25 days to stay inside that without even opening the window panes can be quite taxing, right? So I think he was talking from that on, and there was a lot of the communication is not easy, especially when you're on tours. With Cricket Australia or whoever it is, it goes back and forth, and it takes time for everything to get an answer. So it's like basically when you're waiting on certain things, it's like 2-3 days of time, and it cannot be easy. And many a times the team management has stood up and tried to resolve and look at what's best for the players in terms of arranging the sort of food that you get. Very, very simple things, but these are things that we need to be fighting for in these situations, right? Because everything needs to go through protocols, everything needs to be looked at sanitization, safety and all that. So yeah, even the smaller things the team management needs to watch out for the players. I think the way we wrestled back the initiative in the second test at Chennai, it's very easy, being 1-0 down, you can tend to get a little, want to protect your own backyard, want to play to the potential that everybody expects you to play. All these things are things that are spoken from outside, but what we have done incredibly well over the last 6 months is the fact that we've stayed in the moment, tried to play the game as we see it, play what's in front of us, and also tried to play some brave cricket instead of wanting to protect our things. So the way we came back in the second test as a group, we found ourselves in some sticky situations in all of these tests, barring all 3 tests after the 1-0 situation. And I think every time somebody has managed to stand up, and I think that ability to stand up is directly relational to how we have bonded together as a team in these bubbles.